Maybe I put them in my antique wallet. That's the other thing I got to do. I got to go shopping. Kohl's is the only place I've ever found a wallet that I needed. And I just hate to go shopping. I hate it. I ordered one online. Oh, yeah, it was a flimsy old piece of shit.
Hmm. You don't ever know what you're getting online until you get it. And you go, well, like I ordered two butterfly houses. And when I got them, I thought, I can't really,
Okay, let's
like
go.
team.
And okay, okay, here we go. Here we go again. We're fast approaching the weekend. And therefore, we can thankfully refer to this as Thursday as Friday Eve. A shift back to
Amen.
the
Yep.
end of winter season, though, a little bit later. Don't get upset, it won't last. Coming out of the seemingly endless winter that we've had, this time of year is when a man's thoughts and lustful desires turn to
Prison?
boats and fishing. If you have a boat, it's time to make it spring ready. If you're part of the majority of boaters, you likely have not only not used your boat for a few months now, you probably left it setting up as the battery or battery started to die. Shame, shame, shame. Take a few hours, clean it up, check the fuel in the tank before you even try to start that motor. That's the reason your batteries are dead. It doesn't want you to try to start your motor. Take a sample, at least a half pint from the bottom of your fuel tank. Okay? From the bottom of your fuel tank. That means you got to pump it out. Put the sample on a shelf while you clean the mildew, the mold, and the other gunk from the boat's surface area. After a half hour, take a look at the fuel sample. Hopefully, it's in a clear and clean glass jar. If there is a distinct line near the bottom, you can see it. With the lower part of the sample looking cloudy or hazy, you're looking at water. Water in a fuel tank is not good. Starting the motor, if it will even start, means sucking fuel mixed with water. If your motor starts, it will sputter, cough, vibrate. It doesn't like water. There are ways to save the gas, but if you have a small tank, it's cheaper, safer, and easier to dispose of it in the proper, environmentally proper way, and then start with fresh gas. Okay, enough of the trivial stuff. It's Thursday, and we have some special folks coming in this morning to talk food, among other things. Meanwhile, I'm the always deplorable Rayford Brown, and I wear the badge with pride.
Good morning and happy Friday Eve. I'm Lee Barrows, and getting back to you talking about the tainted gas. Lawnmowers too. You're getting ready to crank up those lawnmowers.
And they're going to be spitting and sputtering and cracking. You know, if you've left gas in them and you bought gas at the gas station and you didn't buy gas at a gas station that has ethanol-free gas, oh well. But let me tell you something else, you boaters and you guys who want to buy ethanol-free gas. When you pull up to a pump and it has ethanol-free gasoline there, go ahead and put about 2 or 3 gallons in your car from that gas tank that says ethanol-free. Then you can stop it and put it in your pump, in your container that you're going to use as boat gas or lawnmower gas or chainsaw gas or anything else you want to continue running after a week or two. Because the hose and the pump inside that fuel pump, that if it has the selection on there of various grades of gasoline or ethanol free, guess what you're going to get? You're going to get up to a gallon or so of other gasoline first. In your car, it won't make any difference. In your lawnmower, but just imagine filling up your gas can, your 1 gallon or 2 gallon gas can for your lawnmower, and it turns out not to be ethanol free. Whoops. Sorry. There's your hint for the day. One of them.
I have never, truthfully, put it out there, I have never used anything but the regular gasoline that I put in my truck.
You're lucky.
And I've had lawnmowers for 40 years?
When do they? Well, 40 years ago, you got real gas. Didn't matter what it was.
Still, the last mower that I just replaced, and I had 13 years. It was a Craftsman. I used regular gas,
It
and I've
doesn't
been
matter.
using.
They will last okay. As the problem is getting them started at the first of the season.
Oh, I've already mowed my yard.
Did you have gas in it to begin with, left over?
Just a little bit, just a couple drops because I drain it. But no, I put gas in there, regular gas.
That's fine.
Right.
You put fresh regular gas in it and continue to burn fresh regular gas. You're okay. That'll work fine. And
it also brings to mind is we're getting close to the season where you want to make sure your generators are running. So if there's any gas in them, empty it now.
If you got gas in them, take it out. If you got regular gas in it, take it out.
Right.
Now, the small mowers are more forgiving with water, a little bit of water in them. They'll spit, sputter, cough, and do all sorts of things. It sounds like bodily functions happening that are bad when you start a lawnmower or chainsaw or something like that. It's got a little bit of water in it. It'll spit and sputter and finally spit it through. But
are you talking about push mowers?
Regular
People
lawnmowers.
Still use those?
Yeah.
Just kidding. Yeah. I have a lawn tractor. I've always had,
always had
my tractor.
You've always had one?
Yeah.
We had here.
Not growing up. And growing up, we had those that they just had the blades that turned when you pushed.
Oh, they were gas free, right?
The gas free ones.
I bought one of those at a yard sale one time, and I used to mow one portion of the lawn with it in Wilmington just so I could say I had done it.
Right.
And I said, I'm never going to have one of these.
We had a very small yard. You could measure it with a yardstick. But
so a weed whacker, you could take care of your
lawn.
Right. That's always a good thing to have.
And then Mom eventually got a push mower.
And when we got a push mower, and I was here, we moved into this location here. And of course, this is a 1 acre lot. Actually, it's larger, but it had they built this country club acres for a reason. But I'm like 8 years old mowing the lawn. I had to hold the lawnmower like that up here, the handles up high over my head, and push. Because it was self-propelled, we didn't know what that was.
Right.
Self-propelled lawnmowers. Got the first riding lawnmower I was probably 12. You worked on that thing as much as you mowed with it because it was one of the cheapest ones you could get were still like $400. Today they're like $25 for that. They're not, but
Right,
you know what I mean.
right.
This was the first ones all in the marketplace. They weren't commercial grade, and they weren't made for a lawn this size. Where
But
you
you
use
were
it every week.
considered rich if you had one.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I know.
Right.
And but you ride that thing. The only thing I've ever done on with mechanical stuff is work on lawnmowers, and I had to take the carburetors down all the time, and then they have these two little screws on it you had to adjust. Now, don't get me wrong, folks. I know nothing about motors.
I knew about the,
I
take a
don't.
screwdriver.
I don't claim to know it. Don't want to know anything about it. I'm not going to work on my car. I'm not going to do anything. I'm never going to happen. I don't work on my motors on my boats. I have taken them apart, believe it or not, and got them back together, and they actually ran. Not today's generation of outboard motors. Not what I've got now.
Right.
I don't even want to take the hood off to look at it. You understand? Because they got so many screws in it, you lose them.
I had a neighbor many, many years ago that taught me how to work on vehicles. When we had vehicles that we used to patrol with at nighttime, he was like the mechanic, and we had to replace an engine in one. And I helped him. He taught me so much, here teaching the girl how to do things. And so as I went on to work with the postal service, and I started off as a rural carrier. We drive our own vehicles, and you get paid to keep your vehicle running. So you have to have a running vehicle. But I used to change my oil. I used to do the spark plugs. I put in a starter one time, changed a radiator, but he taught me all that stuff. And I thought it was so fascinating. Nowadays, I lift a hood and I go,
what's this?
I'm gonna call the service department at Moore Buick, and I'm that's as far as I'm going.
Yeah, well, I had to
Can't do it anymore.
I was doing some rearranging of the electrical stuff because the radios yesterday in mine, and that was bad enough. But I know what I'm doing there. It's just getting to some of the stuff that I needed to get to so that I could do it and make it look right and act right. Oh, and then I dropped a nut. Second thing I'm going to do when I'm dictator of the world, the metric system will be abolished. There will be no metric system.
Didn't I bring that up before?
We always bring it up, and then you jinxed it because I dropped a metric nut yesterday. Do I have any spares? My wife is not home. The car that I would have to use to go find one wasn't here. I looked. I saw it way down there in the inner workings of the conglomeration of crap just below the battery.
Yes.
I said, got this. I don't have any long needle nose pliers. I do, but I don't know where they are.
I used to have a pair.
I'm talking about 2 feet long.
Well,
I used to have
I would
those.
love to have a pair.
Oh, I had I'm going to go. I know where I got them.
All right.
They're cheap, and I only used them on occasion for things like this. Didn't have them. Couldn't find them. I got 48 mil. I found tools I've never seen before.
Right.
But not since I bought them anyway. But I didn't have these. I finally rolled up some duct tape backwards on a piece of metal rod.
There you go.
Antenna. Put it down there, and I had it, and I was coming up with it, and I was so happy, and it fell. I was like, "You've got to be kidding!" And it went to a place.
Did you say cursey words?
Yeah. The paint peeled off. All the grease fell off the motor. Everything was just in a pile outside the motor, except that nut.
Oh, that's so aggravating.
So when Robbie got home, I took her car. I took a nut off just like it from another spot in the car.
Right.
On another terminal.
Right.
And I took it and I drove to one of the auto parts stores, and they didn't know what I was talking about. They didn't have anything like it. They didn't. I was to be able to show what size it was. I could have gone over to a big box store, but they don't carry that style of nut. Special, it's called a flange nut. But anyway, I went to another auto parts store that I've never been to before, believe it or not. I've always used one. It was just my way of doing things. And the guy didn't know what I was talking about, but he showed me where all their stuff was hanging. And I looked right there, and there's one box. He had one. I said, you need to reorder these because they're obviously very popular because you don't have but this one box. But it's now mine. I got all 4 of them. Goodbye. And so I came home and put it all together. So my electrical stuff works, and it worked as soon as I put it. I had zero doubt. Move
Do you
the
ever stop and
antenna
think
string.
though about everything you went through all for one teeny little nut?
That's what I was cussing
You know,
about.
going store to store, mileage to mileage, stoplight to stoplight.
I had to wait.
Wait.
I had to wait. That was my
Yes,
my thing.
for one little
Yeah.
nut.
Uh-huh.
They should make. This is my
A
thing
car with
because
some spares.
well, not only that, there should be a bucket of nuts and screws and stuff in the trunk or something. But you know, I would love to be able to go to the store and buy just a big box of different size screws
you
and
can,
nuts.
but
It's hard to find
the
them.
thing is, you need to be extremely careful when you do things like that. Hit costs. Why? Because it's very simple. You may not get the quality that you need. I prefer stainless for one thing.
Quality.
Well, I prefer real stainless for one thing, and
Hey,
it's
you
hard
come
to
see
find
her.
a real stainless around this neck of the woods.
Right.
So unless you've got a boat dealer somewhere, so it's because that's all. The only thing they use on boats is stainless, real stainless.
Well, you know, yeah, something like that. But I'm talking general use.
Yeah,
You
but
know.
for a car, if anything's in the weather, you still want something that's going to last.
General use, like in the house. How about that?
I don't want to use stuff in the house.
Would you stop?
I don't want to use. I don't want to do house. I don't want to. I'm not
He's
the
got
house.
his hair cut.
I
It
don't
looks
like
good. Looks good.
I did one of those too the other day.
Wait,
It only
wait.
took about 3 seconds.
You're all tan too. What have you been doing
Standing outside all day.
at the polls, huh? Yeah, he's
For
all
2
tan. Got his
weeks,
hair
yeah.
cut.
Anyway, Royce Bennett joining us, county commissioner, but he's not here about county commission stuff today. He's here about other stuff
No.
today.
Well, he's wearing his county commissioner shirt.
Well, you
That's the only
know,
one
Did
he's
you-
got. Every shirt he's got says county commissioner on it, right?
we got another. No, I got some to say Salvation Army.
Do you have
but
pajamas
you
that
could-
have the commissioner still on them? I once accused one of the commissioners of that.
But yeah, we got another election coming up in November, so I got.
Yeah, so we have to keep getting that word out. I know
Yeah.
there's going to be
Yeah.
a huge meeting with certain people in May, the Republican Party and some elected
Are they
officials
still
and others,
in business?
to talk about getting the
Getting
word
out
out.
the vote. Yeah.
And we need to get the
Yeah.
Board of Elections involved in that too.
Yeah. Yeah. I hope
Talk
they'll-
about,
they'll
well,
be
not,
there.
they don't have to come to me, but they need to start getting the word out. Even my own sister-in-law called me on Saturday evening and said, "Is there voting?" Yeah. When does early voting end? 5 hours ago. And then it's weird. A good friend of mine contacted me last night and said, and she gave me the name of the girl. She said this woman got a letter from the Board of Elections saying that she was inactive and that, she needed to update her voter registration. She went down there and everything was fine with her voter registration. I even looked it up myself and it shows she's active and it shows she's been voting. But yet when she went down to vote, they wouldn't let her vote. That's the story I got. So I'm not sure, but she said there was
Somewhere along the
other
line,
people.
There's the truth somewhere.
And she said there were other people on social media saying they weren't allowed to vote
God, I'm
either.
glad she went to a reliable source.
So I said I'd
Heavens for
check
that.
into, but I have not heard anything like that this election. Just didn't have the people show up.
Yeah. There were number of provisional votes, so those are people who.
I think there was
Yeah.
only 121 for Onslow, was it? Rayford, do you remember reading that email? How many
Yeah.
provisional ballots there
A
were?
whole bunch, but
98 and something else. So it was 125, 30.
Yes,
Something
something like that. It wasn't as much. And the mail-in ballots were very low this one
like
too.
that. I think I'm counting the mail-in ballots too, the
Right,
provisionals
right.
and then the mail-ins and whatever. So
Okay.
anyway, yeah, there were not
vote.
many.
Get out. November's going to be important. It's not a presidential year, but it is super important.
There's
Super,
not an
super,
election that happens
super.
that
Oh, Reese
is
has
not
got it right
important.
there.
For, even if you even if there's not a candidate there that has any competition, vote anyway.
Right.
Vote for the candidate so they know that you voted, or write somebody else in. You can
Wow.
do things like that, okay? If that's what you want to do. It probably won't count because there's a process for this, but you have to do it exactly right. But at least you will have
Still
you will
11:44?
displayed your pleasure or displeasure. The candidates, number one, need to know whether they're doing a good job or not.
Yes.
Even if they're unopposed, you vote for them if you like them.
And we can talk with Royce, because, he's a little early. We can talk
Yeah.
about the pure havoc that you and another commissioner went through for re-election over these property evaluations, which
Oh,
you have
God.
no control over. And some of the disgusting stuff I read on socialist media
Yeah,
is really,
yeah.
it was uncalled for.
People are learning. You've got one county commissioner that has learned to call it socialist media.
People just
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
understand, and let's blame the commissioners. But boy, some of those people got ugly with you.
Oh, they
Gentlemen.
really did. Yeah, they really
I've
did.
got it up there, and I've left it on this board up there. You would start out in
No,
case your
don't.
property is worth $1,000, and if the tax rate was, I did it because it's easier to figure out in my head very quickly. That's what you would be paying if the property tax rate was for $1,000 piece of property, because you can multiply out from there. If the tax rates on your $1,000 piece of property is 70 cents, you're going to pay $7 in taxes.
Right.
If your property value increases, doubles in value, you're going to pay $14. However, you guys on the county commission are not going to let that property tax rate stay at 70 cents on those.
No,
Okay,
you know, we
You will
spent,
reduce it. But if you reduce it to half, then you would pay $7.
yeah, we spent all day yesterday looking in a workshop, looking at the needs of the county and what what we're going to have to do. I mean, we have to look out. We're looking 5-10 years out, and trying to make sure that that we have the revenue we need to provide the services. And the process is.
Well, you're going to still be providing the same services, but you're going to be providing them to more people.
That's right. That's what. Yeah, we got to project. 3,000-4,000 more people a year.
So now let me ask you this, like I have asked others, and we'll continue to ask this. It's 3,000 or 4,000 more people per year. That means you're going to be getting that much more property taxes because they're moving into the county, right? But are they paying their fair share for the amount that it costs you to provide those additional services? And that answer is going to be no, right?
Yeah, I mean the household doesn't pay their share.
Nah.
If you factor in the sales tax that they'll generate, the the business that they'll generate, yeah, maybe, but
Probably not. Not for the first 5 years.
But we got to look at what the services are and how much it's going to cost to provide the services, and then look at the valuation and how much tax it's going to take to meet the needs that we have to provide. And, one of the things that I said at the commissioner meeting, I stood out all day, many days during early voting, talking to people, and everybody wants something different.
Of course, I do.
Yeah. Some
I
people
want no taxes.
some people want,
It would be nice.
yeah, some people want more parks. Some people want more museums. Some people want more ambulance service, more fire service.
Right.
But they all want their taxes to go down.
Right.
Of course, why not?
Can't have it all.
Now, the chairman, we were talking, and he said, because I put it on bluntly a few years ago, you guys are looking for a 1/4 cent increase in the sales tax here, which would have generated a lot of money. Not a ton of money, but generated enough money to perhaps keep from having to increase property taxes, right? But we had a stumbling block at that time in the legislature. That stumbling block's been gone for 2 years.
Yes.
Where haven't y'all been going after this increase in property taxes?
But we
I mean,
have
sales taxes.
we have, and we actually have passed. We passed several resolutions over the last year, over the years, when they were blocked by that one particular person. But we have passed a resolution since. I'm pretty sure that the last resolution we passed was just a year or so ago after that person was gone.
Right.
And, I've been told by our legislators that it will pass. And, but, they have to be in session.
Yeah.
They don't go to work.
Mhm.
They don't go back in session till April.
That's okay.
Which, it's fine with me if they'll do it in April. But,
Now, how about if, as the chairman said the other day to me, how about if you would, instead of a quarter cent sales tax increase, how about if you go for something like 10% sales tax and reduce or eliminate property taxes here in Onslow County? If you could find everybody who buys anything in Onslow County, whether you own property or not, whether you're a visitor or whether you're traveling or whatever you're doing, even the sovereign citizens pay sales tax, right?
yeah. I mean, that would be great. We have to look and see
Whatever
if that would generate enough, enough revenue. But I would love to see us do that. But that would be unique across the whole state. If you remember, years ago, some of the local governments had the authority to set sales tax rates, and the legislature, because they wanted uniform sales tax across the state, took that authority away from local governments, so that the only authority we have now is property tax.
Right.
But you would have to totally change the view of the legislature to allow.
We outnumber them, don't we?
Yeah, we do. But you guys y'all have to get on their case to get.
I can do that.
And you got to get on 100 of them. 100, however many there are.
I will say,
There.
we're not the only county in the state that has property valuations. Right now, Onslow sits kind of middle. We are one of 50 other counties. We're a group of 51 that chose the 4-year evaluation.
Mhm.
I'm kind of like understanding that maybe 8 years, would be better, but still in 8 years, when you get that huge increase, you're still going to have heart failure. You're still going to call the commissioners ugly names.
That would be only once every 8 years.
If our tax value was what it was 8 years ago,
Right.
our tax rate would be way higher than it is now.
And the reason,
And then when that valuation came in, it was 4 times what it was 8 years ago, it would have been the same screaming.
Yeah.
see, the advantage that the county has that is not really broadcast to everybody at the end of 4 years, as per what I've got up there. At the end of 4 years, if you increase the property taxes, the whole thing here, if you have that in place, you collect for 4 years an additional increase in the property taxes that you wouldn't be collecting because there would be no interim increase in the value of the property. Therefore, you would have no increase in the amount of money coming in unless you raise the property taxes.
We would have had to raise the rates.
See, that's what I'm saying. People are not understanding that, and you
Right.
guys are not telling people that either.
Right. Well,
Well, let me ask you this,
Transparency.
Grace. Have you heard any more about the legislation that Senator Lazar was talking about that's being introduced into the North Carolina General Assembly about putting a moratorium on these property evaluations for a year? Have you heard any more about
I
that?
haven't heard any more about that. I heard him say that.
Right.
It hasn't gone
And
to
of course,
session
he
yet.
hasn't. I mean, there's not been a bill introduced that
Right.
I don't think, because they haven't been in
No, not in
session to
session.
introduce it. So that was a proposal
Right.
that he made that would be a real challenge. I don't know how they would do that.
Okay.
But anyway, we got to talk about John's Low Eats
Well,
here.
we're going to go from the hot seat that you're in right now to
Yeah.
the kitchen.
Yeah.
gonna be
Let's
hot
turn
just
up
a
the
second.
heat. Let's turn up the
But first, we're
cook
going
stove.
to talk about a little bit of weather real quick right here. The colder weather is sipping into this area right now is coming, folks. You just don't know it. And Lee's going to tell you all about how cold it's going to get today is going to be causing the ocean to be a little bit on the angry side. Offshore, out to 20 nautical miles, southwesterly winds around 20 knots predicted for today. Gusts to 25, becoming westerly 25 to 30, gusts to 35 this afternoon. Seas 5 to 8 feet, 4 to 6 near shore. Sounds and rivers going to be choppy, becoming very rough this afternoon. Tomorrow, northerly winds 25 to 30 with gusts to 35 knots. That's about 42 miles per hour, y'all. Diminishing to 15 to 20, gusts up to 25 after midnight. Seas 5 to 7. On the beach, 4 to 6 footers, subsiding to 2 to 4 after midnight. Sounds and rivers very rough. Friday, northeasterly winds 10 to 15 knots, becoming southeasterly in the afternoon. Seas 3 to 5 feet, except 2 to 3 near shore. Sounds and rivers a moderate chop, diminishing to a light chop in the afternoon. Looking better on Saturday. We'll talk about that later.
Today, rain and thunderstorms beginning this afternoon. High near 81 with the temperature gradually falling through the afternoon. My understanding is supposed to take like a 30-degree dip. Breezy with a southwest wind 10 to 15 miles per hour, increasing to 18 to 23 miles per hour in the afternoon. Winds could gust as high as 36. Tonight, mostly cloudy during the early evening with a low around 31. Friday, sunny with a high near 64. Friday night, mostly clear with a low around 45. And Saturday, sunny with a high near 74. Don't mess with Mom.
What was once, 3 years ago, men who cook, they're gone. There's no more men who cook, y'all. Sorry. See ya. Gotta go. There's now going to be people who eat, especially those people in Jones and Onslow County. And I don't know how they're going to eat if men are not going to cook. What's going on here, Royce?
Well, somebody's going to cook. I think we'll have at least 12 cookers
Wow.
cooking. Yeah, for Johnslow Eats. Cooking for a cause.
Yeah, before we go any further, let's introduce the Major.
Yes.
Major Aaron Goldfarb with the
Did
Salvation
you
Army.
do that right?
Good morning. Yes, you did.
Are you an Arthur too, or is that a different Aaron Goldfarb?
That's a different Aaron Goldfarb.
Wow, how can you have two people with that same name? It's not a it's not a.
Well, what are you thinking? My name is normal?
No, but what
There's 7 of me with North
Aaron
Carolina driver's licenses. Did you know
Goldfarb.
that? Same name.
What are the
Same thing.
chances? Anyway, you could have said yes. I would have believed you. Anyway, you are in charge of the Salvation Army here, Jones and Onslow. And Royce, you're a board member or chairman. What is your title there?
I'm the chairman of the board.
You
now.
have so
chairman.
many
He's
hats.
He's like old Blue Eyes, you know.
But Aaron's been with us. The Major's been with us for about 9 months now.
Nice,
Is that right?
yes.
Yeah.
So
He's
this is
getting my feet wet.
Yeah, he's
This is
taking
your-
the bull by the horns
Yeah,
here.
this is no, you're going to cook the bowl?
Maybe that could work.
Somebody could cook a bull. Yeah.
Oh, I'd parboil it first, but it'll be tough. Anyway, for several years now, and Royce came in here 3 or 4 years ago talking about this men who cook deal, and as a fundraiser, possibility of a fundraiser, and it took off. There's a whole lot of people that joined in, jumped on board, and say, "Yeah, I can cook too." And a lot of people who are not professional cooks who enjoy cooking. At that time, it was billed as men who cook because it's traditionally the woman's job, right? But in real life, men cook probably as much, if not more, than women cook.
what they make
these
drive-thrus
days,
for.
especially. So
Yeah, when we called it Men Who Cook, we were thinking about about taking your Mother's Day. Mother's
Yeah,
Day.
yeah,
We're right before Mother's
right.
Day. We were thinking
perfect
about
timing.
let's have the guys come out and cook for their mothers and give them a night off the week before. But we wanted to expand it a little bit because we do have a lot of women who come out and cook, and female teams. And mixed teams of men and
the
female.
support staff.
Well, for you, but a lot of others.
We have
And,
questions.
Yeah, we wanted to expand the horizons a little bit. And really, it's all about cooking for a cause.
And it's
That's what
fun. It's
That's
a
what
fun
you need
event
to
too,
name
folks.
it. Cooking for a cause.
Well, that's the tag. It's Johnslow Eats, Cooking for a Cause.
You know, if I had been on that committee to vote on that name, I would have voted against it.
Well, you can be on that committee. They're meeting this, when are they meeting? This afternoon?
Today at 1:30 at 461 Center Street.
That's right.
Put your mouth.
Yeah.
Actually, 11:30. It is 11:30. I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah.
130 for you.
So, yeah, you can be on that committee if you want to have input. We'd love to have you.
Now, Johnslow Eats. It's because your unit here covers Onslow and Jones County.
That's correct.
That's
Yeah.
been kind of left out of the picture in the past until last year, and is brought up a lot. But
Right.
Right.
it is a
You know,
two-county effort. So
there are a lot of needs in Jones County, but we don't get out there as much. I mean, the population of Jones County is 10,000 compared
They
to
had the
200,
highest voter turnout.
218 here. Yeah,
they're a higher
they do
percentage.
vote.
They do vote.
They either like their people or don't like their people, one or the other. But this is coming up. Let's get some stuff down here, folks. Get your papers and pen ready. You ready? The date is
May the 2nd.
May 2nd.
May the
the
2nd.
2nd of May,
Is,
so that's good.
Yep, and we'll be at the Skill Center, the North Carolina
It's a nice
Regional
location.
Skill Center, great location, down in Burton Park.
Where do you pay your taxes? It's across the street.
Yeah, pretty much. It's,
Property taxes.
and then, yeah, we'll be from, what time are we doing it this
Was it
time, Major?
It'll be
PM?
from 3 to 6.
That's
three
a
to
little
six.
unusual, right?
Yeah, it's a
3 to
little bit
6.
earlier than we did last
about an
year.
hour earlier.
We, last year people were leaving before 7, and we felt like it was getting a little slow, so we decided to back it up an hour. We're looking for 12 cooks at least. I think we have room for 14. But if you want to cook, there's an application. Have you put it on? I think you put it on your.
I have already, but I will again today.
So the application's out there to cook. It's really simple. The only requirement is that it has to come cooked. We don't have the means for you to cook it there. And you got to be able to keep it warm if that's what it needs to be.
Well,
Yeah.
yes.
Well, and
So, but there is
Hopefully-
electricity available, right?
yeah, electricity is available. Hopefully, we'll feed 150, 200 people.
Good food last year.
So some of the requirements are, first of all, let's talk about categories. There's one category, right?
Yeah, it's entrees. We've talked about splitting off the dessert category, but it looks like we're going to have ice cream for dessert this year. So we're looking
What do you
forward to that. It looks
What
like
do you mean you'll have ice cream for dessert?
Dario is going to provide
Oh, they're
ice cream.
providing ice cream. They're not
Yes.
competing.
They're not competing. No.
Okay, just
No,
want to make
no.
that clear.
Now, what if
Ice
somebody?
cream competing with ribs is just
Yeah,
not
that's
fair.
not good. No.
Not fair.
Yeah.
Now, what if somebody is using desserts as their entry?
Yeah. We're not going to do that this year. We're going to make sure if we have desserts sign up, then we're going to do a separate category for them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was a little, yeah.
Yeah.
Those were really good desserts. You couldn't hardly.
Hey, I'm not. I mean, it was exceptional.
It's like crack, you know?
Yeah.
You're going to vote for the crack dealer, right?
I think I can announce our judges.
So we need to
Yeah,
get
let
the
me write
payoff
it down so I
so we
know
can
who
pay
to
them in
call.
advance, right?
Let me write it down so I know who to be nice to.
Yeah, there we go. Judge Hardison.
Oh,
Yeah,
Hardison.
he has agreed to be a judge for us this year.
What does he like to eat?
Alright.
What is his favorite food, do you know? I mean, this should be putting down, we should reveal that. All
Alright.
these judges, what is their
Next.
favorite food?
Mike Foy, and I'm not sure.
I don't know.
I don't know him.
I don't either.
But Lorette Legan, the
Lorette.
president of the chamber, and Mike McHugh, the president of the
Oh, really?
Swanberg Chamber. And we're going to tell him not to give you any favoritism.
I don't want any favorites.
Okay.
Do you know he's got a gorgeous little puppy now called Emma?
And
What's that got to do with anything?
Shh.
He's
talking
cooking.
up.
Are we cooking hot dogs?
Dr. Penny Burlingame Deal will be back with us
yeah.
again.
Oh,
So-
yes, Penny.
so, yeah, that'll be a lot of fun. So,
Okay, so you got a good slate of
we got
judges.
we got some good judges.
That's like a good crew.
And like last year, we're going to have, we're going to have them have the cooks present to the judges.
Right.
So get your little skit ready, get your little spiel ready.
Well, I'm
For the
planning to
judges.
deliver mine to the judges via drone, a small drone.
Okay.
Drop it.
We're going to change up a little bit. This
That'll be interesting. Yep. And, we'll have door prizes like usual, and we'll have, you'll be able to vote for your favorite. You'll be able to buy tickets and vote for your favorite. I think we've agreed on a $15 entry fee.
Yes, we did.
$15.
$15 for, for your meal. So, yeah.
Okay, so we, for the people who cook, let's do that.
Uh-huh.
For the people who cook, that includes ladies, there's an entry fee to enter the cooking deal.
No, I think we didn't do an entry fee.
You did the first year, but I
We
don't
did.
think you did in the
Yeah, I think
years
we
after that.
decided not to do an entry fee.
Okay.
So there's no
Um,
entry fee.
All right.
But if we want to sample other people's foods,
We have to buy.
I think you should pay.
okay, I'm just asking. I just want to get the rules down here. There's not a big deal here.
I hadn't thought about that actually, so I don't know.
In the past, it wasn't.
Make a note for the committee this
There
morning.
you go. I have questions. I'll go to your meeting.
If
How's that?
Rafer wants to eat food, does he have to pay the entry fee?
$15.
$15.
All right, executive directive. All right.
All right.
There you go.
I have no problem with any of that, but just
Yeah,
as long as
yeah.
we all know.
As long as
that's
you all
what we're
do the
gonna
same thing, yeah.
Okay.
Well,
This is cash only.
No, we're gonna be able to take
yeah, they
cards.
took
Okay.
cards
Yeah,
last time.
yeah.
I know in advance, but I'm talking about at the door.
I think they got a rig to take cards at the door, don't they?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Just check.
Well, now that we have
yeah.
everything is in position, we have dates, times. I will be calling our favorite North Carolina commissioner this week
of
and
insurance.
giving him. Well, I was going to leave that as a surprise. Anyway, giving him all the details because when I had first told him about it, he's like, "I'd like to do that."
Yeah.
So hopefully, our insurance commissioner, Mike Causey, will
Actually,
come down.
we've challenged him. Is what
Yeah,
it
we
is.
kinda
To be
challenged
honest
him.
with you, we
I'm
we
working
dared
both
him
tables.
to put up or shut up.
Uh-huh.
So I know Mike. So he said he'll do it.
We got talking. He's got a book of recipes that were passed down over the years, and he can make a mean pie. He says, but
That doesn't
we're
count.
going to talk. We know.
Unless it's got meat in it, it doesn't count.
I told him I might slip over and help him a little.
I guess chicken pot pie would be an entree.
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
We need sponsors too. Let's not forget
Let's talk about that.
sponsors. Yeah.
All right.
We've got sponsorships. Do you have that flyer? I don't remember what the levels are. I know there's a 500, there's 1,000, there's
So-
a 1,500 level.
So your restaurants in town, dig into your wallets and your pocketbooks and whatever. This is for a great cause. It's not for the cooks. They don't get that stuff up. Whatever.
That's right.
There's some
Well-
prizes. We'll talk about that in a minute. But the big deal here is raising money for the Salvation Army. It's just kind of like the bell ringing deal at Christmas time.
Yeah,
So
well,
this is another one of your big events.
let's talk about the cause a minute because
Yes.
Salvation
Yes.
Army is we're feeding thousands of people every month. Every
Yeah.
month. We have a couple of different food giveaway places where we go and we help and we go out to Southwest area one day a month.
There are people in need. There are hungry people.
They're all over the county in need. And that's what the Salvation Army here is known for is providing food for people in need. And Red Kettle is at Christmas time is our biggest fundraiser, but the summertime gets kind of lean.
Uh-huh.
Once the money, it costs to get this food. We got a box truck that we run around and pick up food, and all these things that cost us money. That kettle money kind of goes away, and we need another good fundraiser to get us through the summer. And that's kind of what Men Who Cook or John's Low Eats is all about. Really, is helping people. It costs about $50 for a food box that we give away that'll feed a family for about a week.
What do you do? You guys accept food like non-perishable type stuff? Do you?
Oh, yeah.
Do you do
Oh,
kitchen?
yeah.
You do you cook. So if people have, let me just put out something, folks. We have that dreaded H word season coming up. So I'm not going to call it what it is, but you got stuff in your pantry that you bought last year for that thing. We all do. I do. Everybody does. I buy it in advance. I use a lot of it, but I don't use all of it.
Right.
Look at your pantry and go ahead and pull the stuff out that is in date. Make sure it's not expired 3 years ago. But if it's still current, you need to buy some more to replace it, because you need to take that and send it on over to the Salvation Army. You take that over there and then you replace it. You stock up for this season. Okay? You can do that. Just get the stuff out of your pantry, take it to the Salvation Army. They have a use for it.
I'll throw out a challenge real quick. One of our listeners, Tom Austin.
Tom.
Do you remember when Tom used to make those big old pots of beans and stuff and bring it into the GOP?
Yeah.
Tom, I challenge you. I challenge you to do this.
There you go. There you go. Come on, Tom.
It was so good all the time. I mean, to make cornbread with it.
Cornbread and beans, son, that's an entree in
Yeah,
itself.
with
Not a
like
problem.
ham in the beans. And,
Oh, now you get into something.
yeah,
like
Tom, I
gourmet.
challenge you to do
Let's
this.
see if you can beat Rayford's
30 ingredient.
entree. Come on, Tom.
Lord.
But yeah,
God.
so $100.
Don't put me in the target zone. I don't-
Come on now, yeah, we need a target. So $100 donation, $100 sponsorship, $100 worth of tickets. Feeds two families.
Wow.
There,
for a
there you
week.
go.
And that's what this is all about. It's about feeding the people in Onslow County that are in need, and there are a lot of them. So
Well, the thing about it is too, if you're coming in and you're coming in to be a guest or whatever to try the food, the $15 covers all the food in there.
Uh-huh.
Right.
You
get
can go
sample
booth to
everything.
booth to booth to booth.
You're not going to get a meal at every booth. Okay,
Right.
but you don't want a meal at every booth.
It's a
But
lot of
you come and you have a
What is-
sample, and then you vote for your favorite person too.
what is it? 2 ounces?
3 ounces.
3 ounces per serving. So
I've got a special.
12.
I've got a special ladle made that was that I
Oh,
found
really?
to serve that. It's actually 4 ounces, so you get a little extra.
yeah,
And you-
I buy my votes, a little extra food.
You're
yeah.
also asking businesses to maybe donate gift baskets, gift
Yes.
cards or something for an auction.
Right. We'll have a silent auction, and we'll have door prizes. So we can take, items to give away as door prizes or silent auction.
Oh. And it doesn't have to be food or food related. It can
Right,
be other
right.
items that you want to give away.
Absolutely.
That you
I
want.
think we
Fishing
gave
poles are
away.
great. Who knows?
We
in
had
this
some
area.
vacations, some weekends at the beach or something
That's good.
last
I'll take
year.
that one.
Yeah, I'll
um,
take that one too.
I'll take that
Well,
one.
your wife bought all the silent
I
auction
know.
things.
I don't even compete with her.
Well, I'll be ragged up.
She has a system.
I have
She
to bring
has
a
a
trailer
system.
just to take the stuff away.
She watches those auctions, and if she
Like a
sees
hawk.
anybody go near the table, she's right back up there like, mhm,
She's up there
mhm.
acting like she's adding more stuff, signing again until
I
they
don't
go
want,
away.
but anyway. So, Major Gofart, how long have you lived in the area?
Since June 29th.
June 29th of last year.
Yep.
Right. So,
So
you
you're a
enjoying
newbie.
it?
Yep, love it. Been on the coast a little bit. Was in Morehead City for 5 years.
Okay.
And so we have one little excursion to Fayetteville, North Carolina.
Oh.
And then they saw fit to bring us back to Paradise on the East Coast. And so we're back
You had
in Jacksonville
You
now.
have sand in your shoes and you can't get it out.
So, your wife also works alongside of you.
Yes, me and Captain Jamie Goldfarb are the officers, the pastors, the administrators in charge of the Salvation Army in Jones and Onslow County.
Good. Good for
Nice,
you guys.
nice. Well, welcome to Onslow County.
Uh,
I hope you stay.
what does this mean to you? I know that at the end of the day, it can be either frustrating or very rewarding when you go home, right? So, how do you feel on a normal day when you get through working through the day?
Absolutely energized for the next day.
Mhm.
The job that we get to do, the ministry that we get to do for the Lord, to feed people, and the Salvation Army feeds people well. We do. I was blown away by the amount and the service that we give to the counties.
Mhm.
And I'm excited to be a part of it because every time we talk to the folks that are receiving the help, I'm like, this is exactly what we're supposed to be doing, and so we talk to them about their life, and we get involved with them, and if they want us to pray with them, we will, and we really make this a ministry. It really is a ministry, although the community sees it as we're feeding people, and what we see it is, this is the hands and feet of Jesus Christ, going in and meeting people's practical needs, but also looking for that other need that maybe that they have, with the Lord. And so we're excited every day. We come in and we see what's possible. And this event, John's Low Eats, Cooking for a Cause, really is, I call it, it's one of our areas where we can provide more hope to people. And so really a lot of what we do at the Salvation Army when we do the food is we're really deferring some of their costs, if that makes sense. Are they going to spend it on prescriptions? Are they going to spend it on food? Or what are they going to spend their money on? Are they going to spend it on utility bills and rent? And when we provide that food, we're really deferring some of that cost and allowing them to to live a better life and and it does provide hope. So I'm energized by it.
Now, the religious part of what Salvation Army is about is a big deal, but you're not there. From when I have been present in the past, you're not there to forcefully encourage people. Some people don't want to have religion crammed down their throats, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
You're not. You don't have a mandate.
Correct. No, you don't have to. Say the sinner's prayer when we give you a bag of food. What we do is we look for opportunities.
Yeah.
Same kind of thing when we go into a nursing home or an assisted living facility. We're not there to lead someone to Christ, although we could.
Mm-hmm.
We do look for open opportunities. We look for, opportunities to pray with people, to be encouraging.
Mm-hmm.
But no, if they'll give us that sign. We look for those nonverbals.
They're still going to get food.
Correct.
Okay.
There's no denying any of those things, and so we just kind of look for openings. If there are no openings to be had,
Sure.
then they have some food.
Yeah.
And so we're thankful for that because that's something
That's
that they
doing the
need.
Lord's work as well.
Correct.
Now,
Our mission is to serve human needs in Christ's name without discrimination.
There you go.
right.
That's I think
That's the
that's a
bottom line.
great motto. Yeah.
Well, Major, does the Salvation Army do a weekly food giveaway?
So the way it works is we do most of our distributions of food are at 461 Center Street at 1:00. People will start. We typically will serve about 50 households per day. And so people start lining up around 11 o'clock at the Salvation Army. We also do mobile distributions outside of the area, particularly in Onslow County, a couple of different places. It really gives people a little bit of flexibility if they're not able to do a 1:00 distribution. When they go to some of these other churches, they can line up at 8:30.
Okay.
And then of course in Mays County or Maysville and Jones County, they give that opportunity. But it's just really about doing what we need to do and what we do well is feeding people.
Do they have to prove their needs to you when they show up?
No, not at all. And so basically, if you come to us, that's the need.
No ID required.
No, we don't do that for food.
Mhm.
The
I'm
ID
just
would
trying
be
to
more
dispel a
kind
lot
of
of-
like for other services, whether they be clothing or different things.
Sure.
Right,
But let me get back to the procedure. So let's say they came today, which is today's Thursday. They can come back in 2 weeks. They can get back in line and sign up again. A lot of times, people who are shut in, who are not able to come to us, they will send a proxy.
Sure.
A neighbor, hey, can you get my my groceries or my box on my behalf? And they'll kind of act as their proxy, and then we'll give them their food as well, so they can take it to be with them. And so it's a very easy process. We don't make it hard at all.
Are
Yeah.
you in need of volunteers?
Yes, we always need volunteers to help distribute the food, to sort the food. We pick up food 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, from various places, whether it be Walmart's, Walmart Neighborhood Market, not Publix, Lowe's Foods, and we get food from there that really will be expiring maybe in
So there's
2 or 3 days.
They're doing what I do, what I encourage people to do at their homes. They
Right,
take the
right.
stuff off the shelves that's still
Mhm.
good, and they give it to a good cause.
Yep.
Good for them.
And so we do need people to help sort some of that stuff
Right.
every day. When you go back there and you see all the amount of food that we're pushing out, it's incredible. And we have a lot of partners too. I didn't even really tell Royce, but the Onslow Community Outreach, they'll send me a message. Hey, Aaron, do you need 50 boxes of collards? Don't know where they got them from. The answer is yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
The answer is yes.
You guys cook too, right? Do you actually do any cooking?
We don't do any cooking for
Okay.
the community. We provide non-perishables,
Got it.
fresh produce, and allow people to cook for themselves.
That's the way most people, I think, would rather have it.
So as a person, I'm sorry, Royce, general public, are we allowed to come in and donate non-perishable foods at any time?
Yeah, and we have that pretty much every day. We'll open up the back our back bay door, and people will come up with non-perishables. We have one lady that has a bunch of chickens in her backyard, and she brings us 30 or 40 dozen of eggs.
Oh.
I don't even know how that's possible. I don't know how many chickens it takes to bake that many eggs, but she does it, and we'll distribute them the same day.
Figure it out,
Interesting.
right?
And so we have people that'll, when they go to Sam's Club, and if they buy something, they'll buy something for the Salvation Army, and we'll
You
put
buy
it-
one case for you, one case for them.
Exactly.
That just warm your heart. We live in such a good community.
Yeah, we really are. Very, very,
Very blessed.
very great. I want to talk real quick about our partnership with Onslow Radiation Oncology,
Oh,
ORO.
Really?
They learned a few years ago that a lot of people who are getting radiation treatment, they weren't able to afford the food that they
I
needed.
can
And-
understand that.
and particularly special foods. So we started providing them with boxes of food that are
That is
were
awesome.
tailored
That you know that they need.
to the people who need it. And not sure how much we're doing over there now, but that was a real good program. And I think if you're in radiation treatment for a cancer and you need food, then we can help supply that food. But what I also have been encouraging is, a lot of churches have a little food pantry. And if the food pantry is really a lot of work, we have people who are working full time to keep the food pantry up. So my suggestion is that if you don't want to maintain a food pantry, the Salvation Army can provide you with a food box, and you can have it there at your church. And when somebody comes in needing food, you can give them the food box and get another one from the Salvation Army. And if it sits there for a couple of months and everything expires and you want to get rid of it, you can bring it in and get another one. And just keep one there for the people who need it. Because I know at our church at Blue Creek, people show up at the back door, and they say they're hungry. And instead of trying to maintain a food pantry, you can just grab that box out and take it out to them and say, here it is.
There you go.
Here's your food for a week. So yeah, I would like to see more of our area churches utilizing that service.
Wow.
So if
The
you're,
things that go along behind the scenes here at Onslow, you guys just aren't aware of. I wasn't aware of that. That's
Yeah.
great for your church,
Yeah.
Blue Creek.
yeah, and
Wow.
we're going to be doing food distribution at Blue Creek starting next month, the first Thursday of April, for the Southwest area.
Wow.
They're going to do it in the morning Thursday, first Thursday of every month, over at 1251 Burgaw Highway. So,
Well, let's get back to the big event coming up May 2nd. Now,
How can we cheat and win?
now, all right. So Tom wants to enter.
Good.
He talked
All
about
right.
chicken stew. And so I'm
Oh,
talking
man.
now. How does he go and get an application? Are they ready now? Can he go online, fill out his application to be a participant? What's the deal on that? And yes, Ray, I
can you
agree.
send it to him?
Yes,
Okay.
we can.
We can send it to him. I'm not sure I have it right here where I can get a hold of it.
All right. Send
Okay, we'll get it and post it on
Yes.
Facebook. Tell,
Yeah.
Hey,
Send it to
Tom,
my email.
Tom,
We really should have got Vance in here. Vance
we'll-
Murphy
we'll
is
have
our.
we'll have it
It's
on
okay.
online today. It's probably on the Salvation Army website
Yes.
as well.
I'm one
But,
on their Facebook.
We'll
yes.
guarantee that you'll have it today online with us on
Sure.
Facebook.
I
we'll
may,
keep
I may
talking about it.
not.
Yes, you will. You'll have it. He'll have it. You always get it
More
done.
chance we're going to win if nobody else enters.
Yeah, but the prize money goes up the more people enter.
No, I
I'm
will
just
definitely
kidding.
put it out there, and we will keep running
Because,
it until.
I don't care to whether I win or not. It's
I
fun
know,
to
it's
cook.
the fun
I'm going
of
to
it.
be cooking something all the time.
Right,
I
right.
always do. Got a pot of spaghetti sauce in there now.
So we got a contact form on the Johnslow Eats website.
Okay.
It's johnsloweats.com, but it doesn't look like they have the forms up yet. So
Royce will
But we'll-
get it, and when he
yeah.
does, you send it to me, and then I'll take it care of it. from
That's
there.
a big phone you got there, Royce.
it is, isn't it?
Excuse me.
How do you keep that thing in your pocket?
Well, I don't. I keep this one.
Oh,
But,
That's his diary right there.
Yeah, that's
Everything he does,
everything
I see
know
him
and
writing
do.
in there.
Yeah.
He was at a neighbor's house one day when he used to live in the hood, and he left it laying on top of the car. I picked it up and I was like, "Oh boy, he was quick to get it."
Did you take advantage of anything that he had?
I didn't have time to even
Oh.
open it. He was right there on it.
All right, y'all. I got to go to meeting.
Oh, that word.
Is there a
Yeah.
meeting this?
Yeah, we got another day of workshop today.
Oh, work on the
What,
budget.
Can I go?
Yeah.
Is your proxy today? Can you just stay here? I'll go over there. I'll take care of it for you. Trust me.
You trust me.
Well, thank you for introducing us to the major
Yeah.
here
Yeah.
and bringing him with you.
That's
and,
what you need to do.
Glad to be here.
Set.
You need to have a commissioner a day to sit in for a commissioner. An individual. that
I would love for people, for the average citizen, to be able
it would
to
be good
to see
How
what
about
all
you could
goes
call it
on.
the eighth
Well, the
commissioner.
sheriff's office
you know-
has a citizens academy. The commissioner should have one.
Our meetings are open to the
Right.
public. We
Yeah,
don't have
but
secret
you
meetings.
have
Well,
actually,
you know,
you do.
except when we can legally.
Right.
But most of our
But
meetings.
but if you had the eighth commissioner, just somebody that's selected, people
I
volunteer
want to sit up
to
on
just
the
sit up
dais on the
there
meeting.
and listen and participate and maybe even ask them questions.
And here's a suggestion I made a long time ago. Instead of having
Wow, I like my idea.
someone right there from the commissioner or the board, the clerks or whatever, do the Pledge of Allegiance, you did it one time when you had a Boy Scout troop do it. But I think you should just give the Pledge of Allegiance, the leading of that to somebody there, a citizen.
Would anybody like to lead the Pledge of Allegiance tonight?
That's
If
not a
not,
bad
Yes.
idea. That's not a bad idea.
Why
Involve the
don't you do it?
community.
Yep.
Bring 'em
We'll
up.
talk
There
to
you
the
go.
talk to the chairman about
The
that.
major has not had a
You
chance to
got
even
two
talk this
ideas.
morning.
Well, he does now because Royce is going
Voice is
You
leaving.
know what? I'm going to leave. I'm going to let the major finish this up.
Now we get to
Yes,
ask
yes.
him.
Okay.
Okay. We'll ask him all the hard questions.
Yeah, ask him the hard questions. I'll be listening. So,
All right, go ahead.
Uh-oh.
We've got this, Royce. Go on.
Thank you, Royce.
y'all. Have a good
Thank you for stopping in.
Okay, this has got to be a rewarding experience for you. I just kind of imagine you get paid. I'm sure not enough to buy a $1 million home anywhere, but you get to do things and see people that are maybe down on their luck, but you're able to give them something. We all see people down on their luck, but we all don't have the ability like you do to be in charge of an organization that you can actually provide them help.
It's very rewarding. We see people who have lost hope. We see people who have lost just the joy of being human, and we get there and we look for those avenues of how we can help. Food is just one of those areas.
But it's a vitally important thing too. And when they get, I just cannot imagine that you go into every day, of which there are people who do that. I've never had to do that. Not knowing where your next meal is going to actually come from, or whether you're going to be able to eat today, or whether you can eat today or get your medicine today.
We see a lot of people who are in a situation where they're one paycheck away from being homeless,
Of course.
and we're there to see what we can do. Whether it's we also offer at the Salvation Army budgeting classes,
Oh, really?
how to cook food, how to cook the food that we're actually giving. We have people, 20, 30 people that will sit in a class for 6 weeks. Once a week for 6 weeks. They learn how to cook different foods.
How many of these folks, let's just go back to men, because we seem to be sometimes the most vulnerable. We're suddenly without a spouse due to death or due to whatever, incapacitated or anything. And you've never cooked a day in your life. You've been on earth for 40, 50 years, and you've never cooked anything but water for coffee. What do you do now? What does somebody like that do now?
You learn how to cook.
There you go.
You watch the YouTube videos. You learn how to put things together.
Mhm. Or you come see the Salvation Army.
You come see the Salvation Army. We'll give you some tools and some ingredients to making those. And if you want to come and learn how to cook some food, we've got classes for that as well.
That's what I'm talking about. 'Cause you got
Nice.
one-on-one. I mean,
Nice.
one on a group, whatever. But you got real people that can ask you questions. I can't ask YouTube any questions when they're telling me how to cook something. I'm stuck. I go back and look at it again.
Now, do you have parenting classes also?
Right at the moment, we don't. Right now, it's budgeting. We have cooking classes. We have another thing that we partner with called Bucket Brigade.
Yes.
In fact, I went to that this past weekend.
I know, I missed it. I was out
And
of
I
town.
got my bucket of parsley, flat leaf parsley, and cilantro, and they kind of told us how to maintain that
Right.
bucket. And in fact, it's growing outside of my house right now. And
Well, that's what the Salvation Army does every year too. They started the Bucket Brigade. Yeah, and I missed it because I was out of town. I had to go out. No, yeah, that's right. Saturday I was everywhere. Missed it. Missed it.
Darn politics get in the way of everything,
Darn
don't
politics. Yes.
they? She's politically active. I'm radio active, but
I'm working for
In
a
other ways.
candidate, so
the Salvation Army does so much
They
more
do,
than what
they
I
do.
thought. I could even imagine. You got this place over here on Bell Fork Road.
Mhm.
It's just sort of there as you pass by.
yep, that's where we're
A lot of-
doing
lots-
church services.
Lots of stuff happens
People
there. right?
forget the Salvation Army is first and foremost a church.
Mhm.
right.
Salvation is our middle name.
Mhm.
And so every week we have a congregation that meets, for church and to grow themselves in grace and knowledge of our Lord Jesus Christ. And
What days do you meet?
we meet on Sundays and we meet on Wednesdays.
Okay. Sundays daytime, Wednesdays night.
Yes,
Okay. Traditional
Very
church
nice.
service,
correct.
Very
And so-
nice.
non-denominational.
William Booth, the founder of the Salvation Army, was a Methodist minister
Mm-hmm.
in 1865, and he
Wow.
started preaching preaching to drunkards and prostitutes in the slums of England, and they accepted Jesus Christ as their Savior. He brought them back to the Methodist Church, where they weren't welcomed quite as much. They didn't smell like the regular converts. They didn't look like the regular converts.
people.
And he broke off from the Methodist Church and started the East London Christian Mission, which a few years later would become known as the Salvation Army. And so one of the things that the founder of the Salvation Army, William Booth, said was, you can't preach to a man who's hungry.
Holy.
And so one of the reasons why
Makes sense.
Jacksonville and other Salvation Armies focus on food is because of that reason. And so people of all walks of life, rich, poor, down and out, the people who have been rejected by a lot of society come to the Salvation Army.
Bill Lanier, if you'll put on your headphones, we have a call. That's Bill Lanier.
Mr. Lanier, how are
Good
you?
morning.
I'm doing pretty good. Rachel, how you doing?
Doing great, Bill. Looking forward to having you in here one of these days soon.
Yes.
Hey, Bill.
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. I guess you guys know each other.
I am not watching right now, but I figured I'd give you a call.
Yes.
Okay, well, we have Major Goldfarb in here from the Salvation Army talking about the John Slow Eats event that's coming up in May.
Outstanding. It's a good initiative.
Yes, it
Meet the
is.
people.
Yes, it is.
I understand you've had some dealings with the Salvation Army in the past in one capacity or another, right?
Yeah, right now I'm the advisory committee.
Yeah. So, see, you're familiar with the way it operates, and have you entered the cooking deal that comes up in May every year, or this year's in May? So,
You have a special dish, Bill?
yeah.
No, personally, I have not. I know I cook pretty good for myself, but I don't want to scare people with my culinary talent.
Oh, okay, I got you. Well, I kind of sing pretty well too in the shower, but nobody else is listening.
Well, Bill, help me because I'm trying to talk Tom Austin into doing it. So I'm just about there. You need to call him and tell him to do it.
He needs to sign up to cook.
Mm-hmm.
I want to taste his food.
Well, it's a thought. It's a good thought to plant in my head, I guess.
Yeah. Bill, can we get you in here one morning, or can you want to call in at a
Tomorrow's
different
good.
time? Or tomorrow? Yeah, tomorrow we've got some time in here. If we could chat with you either in the morning, or either by phone, or if you want to come in.
Okay. Well, let me stop by tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
That'll be
Thank you,
wonderful.
Bill.
We'll see you then.
I'm
All
looking
right. Y'all have
forward.
a good day.
Looking
Yes.
forward to it, Bill. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Bill.
All right.
Bye bye.
Well, that was very nice. That's
Yeah.
Bill Lanier, Board of Education,
Board of Education, and he's a member of your organization.
and your
He is.
advisory
As
board.
an advisor, is it?
Yes, he's on the advisory board and a staunch supporter of the Salvation Army. Sometimes behind the scenes,
Right.
Well, he's with his military background, he's kind of an organizational type of individual too, right?
Yep.
I would imagine he can help keep things in order. So that's always good to hear. What else do you guys have lined up for this year? Are you getting your kettles dusted off? I mean, you think about it, we ain't that far away from start ringing the bells.
So this is the kettle program is our largest fundraiser,
Sure.
bigger than John's Low Eats, Cooking for a Cause, and so we're already starting to approach individuals, corporations, service organizations, Sunday school classes, asking them to start thinking about ringing the bell, volunteering for the Salvation Army. Last year, we do have to pay some folks to ring the bell. It's just the way it is. We ring the bell Monday through Saturday, at various locations in Onslow County. And a lot of the organizations like to ring on Saturday, which is fine.
Sure.
But we have Monday through Friday that we have to cover, or we just lose that time altogether. And so when this cooking for a cause, Johnslow Eats finish, the Salvation Army committee that's been working on that is going to kind of switch gears and start to recruit volunteers to ring the bell. And so we're looking for motorcycle groups. We're looking for Boy Scout troops.
Onslow Amateur Radio Club.
Yes.
We could go live from there.
Yes.
We're looking for businesses to say, hey, I'm going to send one of our employees out there for the whole day.
Right.
Maybe 1 hour increments and cover a spot.
Yeah.
And so just to let you know that last year, and there's nothing wrong with getting paid for a job, because, that's fine. We paid about $35,000 out last year in salaries, where we really want to we really want that to be volunteers. And so that's going to stretch our dollar even more. And I will hire some bell ringers if I need to, but we really want to get it covered. We really want to get these spots covered by volunteers.
It's Charlie. Yes.
Well, we've got a gentleman right here. I wish he was living in Onslow County right now, because he'd be a great bell ringer.
Yes, he would. Good morning,
Charlie.
Charlie.
How are you?
Actually, I think I would be a great bell ringer, but I'm confused. They have to pay people to ring the bell?
Unfortunately, there will be some times when they can't not man the bells during their working hours. They don't have enough volunteers.
I was doing some research on the Salvation Army. I didn't know anything. Obviously, when I was growing up, you would see the red bell out there. I know some people that I know that are kind of well off. I don't think they're well off. They actually go out there and they donate. So the Salvation Army is a Protestant Christian church, international charitable organization. I would think that there would be like a large group of people that would go to church and let's get out there and let's start ringing bells. That doesn't happen.
I would imagine that, let's just take the church part of it. A lot of the folks that go to your church on Sundays are not necessarily the people out there with the multi-millions or the major corporations, right?
Exactly.
Okay. These are the people that may be down and out or whatever. So
they don't have like moderates that live like upper middle class income, and they're members of the Salvation Army where they can't go out there on a Wednesday.
Probably not of the church itself, but because they have a church services every Sunday, just like traditional, and every Wednesday night too as well. But yeah, they've got people who are part of the Salvation Army who they may be Catholics. Doesn't really matter. It could be any organization, right? Who are members who donate their time, who help you guys, who help the people in Onslow County. Yeah, they've got people all over that do that, of all walks of life, but they donate their time. But there's not enough people.
Do you know how many Protestants there are in the United States?
A lot.
So I don't. I did not Google it, but if I would have thought of it, I would have Googled it. I'm sure it's probably like 2.8 million or whatever. You would think that they're going to listen. We're going to go out there this Friday, this Saturday. We're going to ring the bell and make money.
Well, some of them have to work for a living.
Well, volunteerism has.
They work, but after work, if they love their Lord, they love the God, whatever. Don't you? Isn't that like the main thing?
No, that's the whole idea.
Well, Charlie, volunteerism has declined rapidly over the years. People don't get out and volunteer like they used to. I think
it would be great if they did.
Yes, it would be great. And any organization struggles to get volunteers to come in and help. And it's something that you have to put your heart into and want to help. And it's just hard to find that these days.
That's why I say if Charlie was here, he would ring those bells. So you had
sure,
to get
Charlie would. We'd stand right up there
I should
next to
wear
him
it out.
and ring those bells.
Would you, Charlie?
No, I just don't get. I'm actually googling how many. Okay, there are approximately 800 million to over 1 billion Protestants worldwide, representing 33 to 40% of all Christians. I mean, the Mormons, the Amish, they're out there. I didn't know they had to pay this. I didn't get that. They pay them.
Okay, we got a competition going here. So Protestants, if you want to ring them bells, come on down.
I'm sure the Salvation Army would welcome anyone regardless of their religious.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they'd love to have me there.
Yes.
They would.
Okay. Have a good day.
Thank you,
All
Charlie.
I've got an idea though, and you have a meeting today. You know, every July there's a big promotion with our stores, on television with like the Hallmark Channel, online with different stuff. Yeah, Christmas in July. Why not set a week in July to do the ringing of the bells?
Well, a lot of Salvation Armies do. What we're up against is it's not that easy. A lot of the places that we ring the bell, for example, have rules.
Yeah.
Right.
Walmart has rules as to when you can ring. And July is not one of them. Now, they do have other programs, and they do work with Salvation Army and other groups. For example, Stuff the Bus. You may have heard that term.
Yes.
I know they do with the Girl Scouts selling cookies.
And they do allow certain groups to stand out and it's become prohibitive for us to go in certain places. You know, we could have access to some while not having access to others.
Those darn rules. Those darn
Giving
rules.
away of a good time. No, I understand. You got a business, and you know the bigger your business, the Walmarts, the Sams, and the whatevers. These places, they can't be totally inundated. They cannot. They cannot provide space for every charitable organization. They never would be able to get through the door.
Mm-hmm.
That would be the problem.
And so the idea is that we get creative in how we fundraise. You know, we do get a 6-week window at Christmas time to ring the bell.
That's cool.
And then once that December 24th goes away, kind of people have switched gears from donating to charity to, kind of paying their credit card from all the stuff that they just paid for. And so we do other events like John Slow Eats to try to get people to understand. The other thing is the Salvation Army Corporation worldwide, we don't spend a lot of money out there, asking for volunteers, and you don't see a lot of airtime for Salvation Army.
No, you don't.
It's never going to happen. And if you see us on the news, chances are somebody donated that time. I can guarantee you somebody donated that airtime.
Yeah, they
And
bought the time.
so we don't have this large marketing budget that we work through and try to get, commercials and this and that. We rely on the local folks, volunteers, to help us ring the bell. Some of them are church members, many of them are not.
One of the things that I saw, a bell ringer one time, and I kept going back to that same place so that I could donate some more money, because he would sing. He was a great a cappella. He would sing Christmas carols. He'd have to take breaks, but he would sing them. He would ring them bells and sing them songs. That was cool. I'm just thinking of some church choirs, some choruses, high school. We were talking about that earlier. Those people can sing. I can't. But if they, folks like that would show up to spend a few hours on a Saturday, that would be fun. Number one.
If you do something other than ring the bell, sing, guitar, play an instrument,
rules,
you'll make 10 times much more.
Oh, okay, good. So there are no rules against it.
No. You can.
We could set up a table for the radio club
I think we could
and be right out there, and we all can just be out there all day long, take a day in its entirety,
We could spend the time.
and
The Ham
ring the
Radio
bell.
Club. The Ham Radio is alive and well, by the way. If you don't believe it, there's a whole system over there. That would be kind of interesting to do that. I imagine we could get a few
That would
guys
be
together
good.
for that. We're always looking for something.
Because, the guys love doing stuff like that, because we have weather radio coming up and they were talking about it this morning. But just spend a day ringing the bell. We could do that.
Okay, I'll put you in charge of making that happen at the next meeting.
I can do that.
And maybe we put a challenge out to the community.
Yes.
Ring the bell for a day, the whole day, and cover a spot.
Right.
We want to encourage volunteerism.
I think it'd be fun for big companies to challenge each other.
Yes.
I will do it
Clubs.
longer than you can do it.
Clubs to challenge each
Me
other.
and my wife had
Yes.
a challenge. we would play our instrument at both different Walmart doors. I played
What do
from
you
10. I played trumpet.
Oh, do
I
you?
played from 10 to 2. Whoever gets the most money gets to pie the other one in the face. Well, what my wife didn't tell me was she started collecting money even before the day of us ringing, and that wasn't fair. And I
cheated.
that was good
All's fair in
whipped
love and
cream.
war.
That was good whipped cream
What
because
kind
I
of pie?
lost.
Yes. I was going to say,
Interesting.
what was in that pie?
How about a donkey booth in December? Oh my!
That's too cold. No.
Wetsuits. Well. Anyway, we appreciate you coming in, Major.
Yes,
Thank you.
thank you
Thanks for
so
inviting
much.
me.
It was a
And
pleasure
this is
meeting
one of
you.
those outlets that you don't have to pay for.
That's right.
So maybe we'll regroup sometime in September, October, and,
We can
talk
re-
about ringing the bell.
We would love to have you,
start the ball
yes.
rolling at any time.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
And we still got a month out, 2 months out before the game, big event almost for Jones Onslow.
Johnslow, yes.
There's a Jones Onslow.
We have to
too.
start deciding.
So
You need to start deciding what to cook.
I've already narrowed it down.
And something else that maybe I shouldn't say it because it might
I'm gonna turn
take
you
away
off if you-
points. No, if you're going to participate, the Salvation Army has always recommended that maybe pick a theme and decorate your table.
Decorate.
We do that. We
We're
pick
going
a
bikinis
theme.
this year.
We wear matching aprons. We decorate our table with the theme.
We're gonna be in
That-
bikinis.
Yes. So
Trust me.
we're challenging everybody because we're changing up this year. We're changing up this year. We're going to go a little bit bigger.
So it's
Last
not
year we
just
had-
presentation of the plate. We're
The
doing
booth.
themes.
Yes. And see, that's what we've been doing ever since the first one. And we keep adding every year. Last year we had a pot with smoke coming out of it and all sorts of stuff. It was
It
pretty
wasn't
cool.
intentional, just the food caught fire.
But this year we're going bigger.
Big.
We're going bigger. So we're challenging everyone who enters.
And
Come
trying to
on.
find dry ice for that pot was a chore.
Yeah.
But we did it.
Actually, no, I ended up getting a smoke machine
Yeah, I know.
and putting in there.
That's why you got it, because dry ice was hard to find
Yes.
around here.
We went all out, and that's just what we do. So wait and see what we're going to do this year.
We might be using live food this year.
We might be doing a lot of things this year.
Fish.
So we'll see.
Catch and eat.
Oh, God.
Okay. Major,
Right.
we go kind of weird, but it's okay.
That's what we do. Weird. Anyway, thank you so much for
Thanks
coming
for coming
in.
in.
Thanks for having
We
me.
do
appreciate that.
And-
Look
and you're
forward to your
welcome
next visit.
anytime, and we look forward to I look forward to this event every year. We still got balloons over there from last
Yes. That's right. We do, don't we?
Yeah.
Let me grab one.
Yeah.
Forgot one
year. I
while
stole them as we were leaving. They were popping them because they can't use them anymore. So I grabbed 2 of them and kept them. Let's cook.
Oh, I like the mustache. Let's cook.
Oh. Yeah, that is a
Anyway.
mustache.
All right.
That's right.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Yeah, you too. Welcome to the area.
Thanks.
So you've been here almost a year, but just welcome to the area.
And you have my information and his
Yes.
information. So, and then I'll keep up with Royce also. When you're ready to come back on September, whenever,
Mhm.
please just ring us up and I'll pencil you in.
Pardon the pun. Ring us
All right,
up.
take care.
Ring us up. Well, yeah.
You did say that, didn't you?
I did say that.
Okie dokie. Let's do a little bit of weather again.
Yes.
Has the temperature dropped? No, it's 70 degrees. It's still hanging up there. Colder weather is coming through. Okay, it's
coming.
a cold front has started moving into North Carolina earlier overnight. So it's happening from our west, and it's going to be moving this way. The ocean, when this happens, sudden weather changes, in which we're going to have some sudden weather changes. It makes that ocean nasty. Today offshore. Winds are going to be out of the north at 25 to 30 with gusts to 35, diminishing to 15 to 20 with gusts to 25. After midnight tonight, seas 5 to 7 feet. Near shore seas 4 to 6, subsiding to 2 to 4 after midnight. Sounds and rivers very rough. Northeasterly winds tomorrow, 10 to 15 knots, becoming southeasterly in the afternoon. Seas 3 to 5, 2 to 3 near shore. Sounds and rivers a moderate chop, diminishing to a light chop in the afternoon. Saturday's looking better. We'll give you more details after the event today when we're not sure too much how this
Yeah.
is going to unfold. So we'll do that.
Well, rain and thunderstorms beginning early this afternoon. High near 81, with the temperature gradually falling through the afternoon. We're expecting about a 30-degree drop. Breezy with a southwest wind, 10 to 15 miles per hour, increasing to 18 to 23 in the afternoon. Winds could gust as high as 36. Tonight,
Sorry.
That's windy. Tonight, mostly cloudy during the evening with a low around 31. Friday, sunny with a high near 64. And Saturday, sunny with a high near 74.
And speaking of our hams, the Amateur Radio Club, we get a bunch of these guys get up early in the morning, like at 5:30 or something, though I was late this morning, so I didn't join them. They were chatting amongst themselves.
A little late.
So, but anyway, Randy out there in Southwest this morning, it was 72 degrees where he was, 87% humidity. And he had some winds running 5 to 10, he said, and nothing in his rain gauge. Lee over in Back Swamp had 71 degrees, 91% humidity, 29.66 inches of mercury. Southeasterly winds about 8 miles an hour. It is picking up a little bit, y'all. Carol Dale over in River Bend, he and Carol are there, 72 degrees, 86% humidity, southwesterly winds up to 9 miles an hour. And Joe in the borough, Swampsboro, 68 degrees, 96% humidity, 29.9 inches of mercury, and the barometric pressure, that's what it is there. Easterly winds at 6 miles an hour. He had 0.01 inches of something in his rain gauge. It wasn't sure exactly what it was.
Pollen.
Ward at Cedar Point, 61 degrees, 99% humidity, 29.90 inches of mercury, and it was falling. He had blustery winds and nothing in the rain gauge. And in Onslow Bay, Ken was reporting 69, 91% humidity, winds out of the west at 5 to 10, and nothing in his rain gauge either. Lee over in the woodland, 71 degrees at the time, 86% humidity, 29.81 inches of mercury, and it was falling. Southwesterly winds at 4, nothing in the rain gauge there. Here at the studio, early this morning, it was 71 degrees, 89% humidity, 29.66 inches of mercury, southwesterly winds at 1 to 4, and nothing in the rain gauge. Winds are kicking up now. They're coming from the east-southeast at 1 to 9 miles per hour. So they're breezing up a little bit. 70 degrees has dropped a degree, and 92% humidity. So, who do we have?
We have Chris Marks.
Chris Marks is on line 1. Good morning, Chris.
Good morning, my friends. How are both of you?
Yeah, hanging in here.
We're here.
Great hearing from you.
We're here.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Again, I hope to be back full time.
You'll be.
This is about Reach Across America.
Yep.
And I have a very special announcement I'd like to make to all our listeners,
Okay.
all of our viewers, all the live and local Real Talk team. Yesterday afternoon, I received a message from national headquarters up in Maine, and REIT's honoring our fallen veterans, which is our local group, your local group, Onslow County's local group, as far as I'm concerned. REIT's Honor Our Fallen Veterans finished number 4 in the state of North Carolina.
Wow.
And REIT's raised.
Nice.
Out of
Congratulations.
379 groups, REIT's Honor Our Fallen Veteran was number 4.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Nice work, Joe. Dude. Nice.
I want to thank you and Lee and our viewers, all the organizations, individuals, churches, businesses, everybody who reached down into their pockets and donated one or more REITs. The 1,900 plus veterans received a REIT last year.
Wow.
And I'm very proud of the small committee group that we have of about 5 to 6 people that worked every day to make this happen. And we weren't doing this. This was quite a surprise because I didn't know they even track things like this. Our group did this because we are a military town. We love our veterans, those that have gone on to a better place. But for everybody that has gave last year, thank you so much. Thank you to Live and Local Real Talk for the amount of time and effort that the program has given to the group. We have started out quietly in the year 2026, but as I posted last night, we are at full force again, and information is available on Reese, on our Fallen Veterans page, and also on my page, Chris Marks, with the sunset, sunrise, depending if you're a morning or afternoon or late night person. Prices have gone up. We all know prices have gone up, except on the Reese, they're still only $17. And
So get them while they haven't gone up. You can buy these wreaths now, folks.
$17, and they won't go up. I'll tell you ahead of time, expect balsam live wreaths, which these are in retail stores. So we get closer to Christmas, like July, when they're starting to put them out. The Wreaths Across America wreaths will be live. They'll be alive when they get here, and they'll lay on grave sites for 30 days.
Yeah.
And this is, I don't want to sound self-promoting because it was not ever about me or Kathy or our group. It was about our veterans, and it will always be about our veterans.
Well, thanks to you and Kathy for taking the lead and continuing to push this through and still pushing it through. This is very important. And come December, we need to have everything covered here in Onslow County, period. Bottom line, that's it. Onslow Park now is part of that. And that's where we were concentrating on, you particularly concentrating this past year. But a lot of wreaths went to the Veteran Cemetery here as well. Okay.
Well, and on a note on that, the contributions made by Reese honoring our fallen veterans allowed the group that runs that one to finish in 5th place.
Oh, really?
So the donations from our group to the Veteran Cemetery helped them finish 5th in the state.
4th and 5th. That's not a bad run, y'all.
Congratulations.
No, everybody did a great job. Uncle Kira, it's amazing. The young man that you just had on, and the bell ringing story. That's a good idea about the pie in the face. I think you and Lee need to get into that.
Wait, about a pie in the face?
Whichever one you want to raise the funds first, and then.
No, we're not doing pie in the face.
Don't do pie in the face. That's a waste of a good pie. I will,
absolutely.
We will take it and
right.
I will eat the pie, but
pie in the face.
I like key lime.
Here's an idea.
Coconut,
how about Lee?
apple.
You can feed it to Rayford any way you'd like to. How's that?
We're going to have a pie. Let's just have a nice dinner and pie afterwards.
Okay. But anyway, I just wanted to take this. I wish I had been in the studio to do it. We don't have any plaques to give to everybody.
No,
We don't want plaques. Save the money.
We have a
We
flag.
do write thank you
A
notes.
flag.
We do send messages
Yeah,
on
you do.
Facebook to people thanking them.
Right.
It is tax deductible. And for businesses, thank you for your support. For organizations, thank you for your support, and for those groups that allowed us to come talk to them and explain what Wreaths Across America is really all about.
Okay.
It's odd, but people still don't know that Wreaths Across America exists.
Before you leave, you want to go ahead and introduce?
I want you to do it.
Chris Miller, because he's due to call any minute. So you want to go ahead and do the Papa Top?
Sure.
Now I don't want you to hang up yet, But Chris, I know you're listening. Call now. I want to try something. We haven't tried it over the air yet. We tested it yesterday, and hopefully it will work.
Yes.
So, Mr. Miller, I'm waiting for your call now. One.
Oh,
Ding.
he must have you on speed dial.
Apparently he does. Hey, Chris, you there?
Hey, good morning, my friend.
Good morning.
Mr. Mark, how are you doing today? Can you hear me?
I'm doing good. Ladies
See?
and gentlemen, with us today from the Jacksonville Daily News, the top sports editor in all of North Carolina. Let's hear it for Chris Miller.
Where's
and
my
then
applause?
crickets.
And Crickets. Yeah, there you go.
Crickets. Nah.
No, I'm just telling you when our good friend Chris Marks makes his he tries to introduce us, and they say, and now live and local, Rayford Brown and Lee Barrows. All of the crowd, they lose their mind and
Dude, do not.
ovation. And then when they say now Chris Miller, yay!
That's not true.
That is absolutely not true.
Not true.
That is not true.
But what I want to tell you is, folks, that massive amount of work that I did, screaming and hollering and doing some, uttering some words that I shouldn't have been doing. I fixed the telephone system so we can now take two calls at the same time.
And
on
you
two
can
different
talk to
lines,
each
and They
other.
can talk to each other.
That's right.
Yeah, Rayford, me and Lee were having
job.
I
And to
texted
my
her,
buddy
and
Chris,
you definitely had a hot
I,
mic earlier this
at the
morning. I
Cardinal
will say
games,
that.
we do have a song we'll be playing when you're at the home games for the Cardinals.
Uh-huh. What's
It'll be ZZ Top,
Uh-oh.
Legs.
ZZ Top leg.
Oh, that's for Chris Miller.
Yeah.
You mean
I hear you with the shorts.
because he
Good one, but
he wears shorts almost the entire season.
I love you, Chris.
Well, the reason why I
You did a
do
great
that
job,
is
buddy.
because you're up and down on the sidelines, going back and forth, so you get a pretty good workout.
Uh-huh.
But also, sometimes I have my camera with me. You have your phone. You have your different pencils. And so I put the pencils in the side pocket, and so those shorts really come in handy now. They don't really come in handy when it starts really getting cold outside during the football playoffs. But Rayford, I don't know if you heard what I said earlier, but you certainly had a hot mic earlier.
I understand what you said.
He was just trying to okay.
Well, I'm going to let Chris do his sports highlights for the area, and he's the best there is, and probably the best there ever will be. So,
You
Chris,
got that.
congratulations! Keep up the good work, buddy.
Well, I appreciate that. Next time I see you, my friend, I will buy you a Dr. Pepper or a Pepsi. How about that?
Sounds good.
Well,
Everybody have a blessed day.
When I got these two on the line at the same time, I can say thank you, Chris, and it really matters. It doesn't matter who I'm talking to, right? Mr.
Well, in this
Marks.
case, give it to Chris. Give it to Chris Miller. He
Mr.
deserves
Marks, thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr.
it. Thank
Marks.
you.
Bye.
Have a blessed day.
And Chris, Mr. Miller.
Yes, sir, Mr. Brown.
Thank you, Mr. Miller. I saw yesterday. I had to go to an auto parts store, and there's a company in town. It's a shuttle company. I don't know what they're shuttling, but it says Miller Time, and they spelled time a little bit
Did you
differently.
follow it?
No, they were parked.
Oh.
But it said Miller Time Shuttle Service.
Mm.
Oh,
Yeah, it's on a van. TYME, I think it was. So anyway,
Do you Uber?
did I Uber?
No, does Chris Uber?
Does Chris Uber?
Do you Uber?
Maybe.
No,
maybe.
I don't.
He's got his wife.
I don't do. What'd you say, Rayford?
You got your wife to take care of you when you get tired.
And she does take care of me, and I hope I do my best to take care of her as well.
There you go.
I tell
Okay.
people all the time that I outkick my coverage.
You know, that's what they used to call a mutual admiration society, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. What's going on in the world of sports in the Onslow County area?
Some kind of championship
Well,
going on.
let's see. It is March, so we still have several months before high school football season. So I know you're
I'm counting you down.
you're still going through withdrawal, aren't you?
No, I'm looking forward to it now. I passed the withdrawal thing. I did that around January, and then I started counting down till August.
Well, Well, you should. I invite you to go see a lacrosse match. If you need to get your
Yes.
your football team fixed in, go see go see a lacrosse match. I'm sure Chris Marks could sneak you in.
Yeah, I've been invited to go to by one of the parents of one of the
Why do I
players.
need to be
Keeps
sneaked in?
talking about that, and I promise I'm going to go. I'm going to go to a game very soon.
Why do I need to be sneaked in?
Well, because of all those times you snuck into the football game without paying.
Yeah.
I can honestly say we have all paid every
have-
single
I've
time.
got
Yeah.
credit card receipts to that effect.
We could have, but not paid, but we paid.
We don't do that.
Yeah, to support the school.
That's right. Because you wait in line because there were times where they wouldn't let you bring in your hot chocolate.
That was a problem.
Yeah, that was a problem.
Most of that was out of state, out of the area, though.
Yeah, Havelock.
Yeah, and something out there to the west, Fayetteville, something or another.
Oh, yeah, that's right. But no, we're knee deep into the spring season now, and the high school state championship basketball games are still going on this week. They started on Wednesday, and will continue tonight, Friday, and Saturday. But here locally, we'll knee deep in the spring season with baseball and softball. So and the weather's been pretty nice, not too hot, not too cold. So it's been nice to be outside for a couple hours instead of a hot gym for about 3-4 hours.
Yeah, I understand.
Absolutely, yes.
Yesterday I was working outside though, and I got rather overheated, and I did something that I keep telling people during the summertime, especially when they're doing a lot of work outside: hydrate. And I became a little dehydrated yesterday, but it's okay. That's what that refrigerator is full of, that funny colored stuff that doesn't taste real good, but it works.
You talking about Gatorade?
Gatorade, yeah. I've never liked the taste of that stuff, but it does work. It's an acquired taste.
Yeah. Well, the yellow Gatorade is probably the best. That's the one I like. I don't really care for the red and the orange and whatever, but the classic yellow is what works for me.
Classic yellow's okay. There's some citrus looking bluish or what, I don't know what they call it, misty something, but it tastes pretty good. Cool mint, maybe cool something, whatever.
Anyway, Chris, so this week we have some type of high school, the North Carolina High School Association championship games. I think it's basketball.
Yeah. So we have 8 classifications in North Carolina: 1A, 2A, go on to 8A, and so you have the boys and girls. So you will have 16 state championship games, 8 with the boys, 8 with the girls, that have been going on since Wednesday, since yesterday. So there were some games played yesterday, even a couple of them during, even 1 or 2 during the day, because you got to fit all these games in during a short period of time. But all these games are being played at Wake Forest University, where the college team plays. So they'll continue those state championship games until throughout Saturday. So congratulations to those teams that made it. And unfortunately, we didn't have any teams to get that far this year locally. But I'm sure our local basketball teams will be ready for the challenge next year.
Yes. Very good. Very good.
Well, that's what I'm against boys who are, like the transgenders or whatever, playing in girls' sports. But, there might be occasions like basketball. Does sex really matter in a case like that? Because girls can play really good basketball. Does gender matter?
Now you're getting all political, right?
No, I'm not either.
Girls have a team and boys have a team.
Why could not girls play?
No.
I'm talking about a girls team playing a boys team.
Oh.
Why couldn't they go up against each other?
Oh.
Football, I understand.
Just as a fun thing.
Well, sure, if you want to.
Well, to be honest, during practices and things like that, they will have maybe not the varsity boys team go up against the varsity girls, but I have seen occasions where like the varsity girls basketball team will like scrimmage to JV boys, just to just to play a different team, scrimmage a different team, see what they need to work on. I've seen that before. I've heard of that before. So I have no problem with if a young like a wrestler, for example, like the young lady is a really good wrestler and she's just dominating all the other young ladies that she wants to wrestle boys in a tournament or whatever. I have no problem with that at all, and more power to them, and congratulations to them. So, but I think a lot of people do get concerned. A lot of parents do get concerned if it was the other way around. And but if a young lady is an awesome athlete and wants to try on taking on the boys, then hey, I'll be rooting for her.
Well, I would think in something like wrestling, the boys that lose to a girl, I mean, that would be hard to live down, would it not?
Well, some of these young ladies are.
I understand
tough
it.
cookies.
They're
I will
tough.
say that, yeah. But I think at the end of the day, whenever you have a female, let's say wrestler or a female athlete who, has to practice and compete with the gentleman, I think they just want to be treated like, just like another member of the team. They don't want to be treated any differently. They don't want to be treated worse. They don't want to be treated. They don't want to be treated better. They just want to be respected like a regular member of the team.
As they should be. But I mean, I can't just see that the wrestler when you go to school on Monday and they said you got beaten by a girl, by all your fellow students. That would be like, really?
But I think at the same time, the people that are talking trash like that,
They all talk trash.
If they face the same young lady, they would probably lose too. So
That doesn't
I've
matter.
learned
So, Chris, can you
I've learned
cook?
a long time ago that sometimes don't let your alligator mouth overload your hummingbird rear end.
Oh,
I kind
very
of like the
good.
way you put that. That was nice.
Alligator mouth. Yep, see a lot of that.
Yeah, but the hummingbirds I know will outdistance those gators fast. Okay, there's a question on the table here from Lee. She asked you a question.
Can you cook?
I can cook spaghetti. I can cook, spaghetti. That's our favorite meal.
We're not talking about Chef Boyardee out of a can.
No.
Okay?
No, I make some really good spaghetti. I don't throw it against the wall like some people do. So I just had to throw that out there. But I can cook some mean meals. I can cook some good meals. I don't get any complaints from my wife and child. So
Very good.
That's a win in my book.
We're looking for competitors for the John's Low Eats, cooking for
So
a
we're
cause in
signing you
Maine.
up.
Oh. You're signing me up.
We signed you up.
You voluntold me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Put
Is
your
it,
hummingbird mouth where you gave him
Oh gosh.
Oh, that was going to come back. to
Rayford's so
bite you.
proud of himself.
I just thought I remembered it. So it's a fun event. It's for a great cause, and we need some fresh competition in there. So let's bring it on.
So
Okay.
Chris,
I'll
Yes.
and when's it again?
It's going to be May 2nd.
May 2nd.
May 2nd.
I've already
Right.
reserved. I've gotten into your calendar. It's already on your calendar.
Oh, okay. And then is Royce gonna? He's certainly gonna cook, right?
He can't cook because he might be able to, but
Yeah,
he
well, he
can't
can't
compete
enter the
because he's
contest.
with Salvation Army.
Yes.
But other county commissioners that have any brass about them, if there is one, they could enter and cook.
Ooh.
There's the challenge.
Yes.
Yeah, we can get Commissioner Robin Knapp to cook and Chairman Tim Foster. We can get those gentlemen to cook.
Yeah, Robin's going to cook short ribs.
Oh, that was just.
You knew it was coming. You just didn't know what it was going to be, did you?
I was thinking something different, not that, but okay.
Okay.
So, Chris, what's next in the world of sports after lacrosse?
Well, we got going on right now is boys and girls lacrosse, baseball, softball, all the spring sports, track and field. And Rayford, I heard you were a good track and field star back in the day, weren't you?
I could actually run, but I was not a star. No, about the only decent thing that I could have ever competed in, but we lived out here and we didn't have as much access to school. I had to be driven all the time, right? Couldn't walk to school or anything like that. Walk 3 miles is what it would take to get to school. But I could pick them up and put them down, but I only weighed 128 pounds and I was 6 feet 2 inches tall. That meant I had a mile of legs.
Mm-hmm.
When I was your age, it didn't matter if there was snow to ground. I walked to school every day.
Uphill both ways.
So I take it you definitely weren't throwing the shot put.
No, I'm not throwing no shot put. I throw grenades, but not a shot put. I just got to get them beyond my range.
Well, but yeah, that we have that, and then before you know it, it will be May and June, and we'll
then football. Don't forget football.
We'll start talking about the summertime, and then the off freeze, and then before you know it, it'll be August again.
Swim team. We got to keep those teams going here.
Right.
We need to do it. We got a YMCA is going to have a pool opening here in the fall. Is it?
I need to get up with Charlie Myers.
Okay.
He's
I need
got
to get him in here.
other things going right now,
It
but
doesn't matter. Get him in here.
this is important what he's doing right now.
Was in the winter season, so they recently had several weeks ago had the state swimming championships, and we had a couple of individuals finish in the top 10 in their event. So we'll see how that new pool works out. You do have quite a few high school swim teams that are going to have to share that pool time. So that's going to be interesting to see how that's going to work out.
They can make it open 24 hours a day if necessary. I'm sure.
Right.
And I will get you some pictures underwater when it happens.
Oh, I want to see this.
Okay.
Blah, 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 blah.
All right.
Do you know that otters can be trained to find cadavers in the water? Just wanted to throw that out there. You were talking about
I did not know that, Lee. Thanks for sharing.
It was a story I saw yesterday. It just made me think about it when you were talking about going under the water to take pictures. That's crazy. Anyway, so
hey,
my silence should be overwhelming.
Speaking of eating, I'm gonna leave on a dad joke.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't lions eat clowns?
Why don't
Because they taste bad. They taste funny. Okay, that's good. I like that one. There was a delayed reaction on Lee's part.
I had to think about it.
On the high note, I'll talk to you guys later.
Thank you, Chris.
Bye. I don't lions eat clowns because it tastes funny. That is kind of funny.
It sounds like one of your jokes.
Yeah, that's why I like it.
I got some news out of North Carolina. I want to show you.
I got to talk about Robin first.
Oh no, you go right ahead.
Because Robin and I can exchange barbs in fun times. Because Robin knows, and I will tell him, and he tells me the same thing.
We've exchanged a few.
Any river, anytime.
Right.
And we know what it means.
Right. Well, Robin and I, we have nicknames for each other too.
Yeah, I know, but we can't say them on the air.
Say them on the air. I just want to throw some North Carolina news that just came out.
What's that?
The Wilkes County Register of Deeds has been arrested after an investigation, according to the North Carolina
Deeds?
SBI. Yes.
This is going to be heavy.
Oh, officials said Misty Michelle Smithy, it could be Smithy, 48, has been charged with possession of drugs and conspiracy to possess. She was taken into custody on Wednesday and booked in the Wilkes County Detention
48
Center.
years old, you should freaking know better.
It is a developing story. And then another developing story out of Southport. That's not far from us.
Oh, I know it.
An active investigation has led to the suspension of 4 city of Southport employees. So 4 people employed with the city of Southport. On March 11th, 4 employees from Southport's Parks and Recreation Department were placed on paid administrative leave due to an appearance of financial irregularities being
Okay, so
unveiled.
they haven't got it
No,
firmed up
but
yet.
the
Okay.
State Bureau of Investigation has taken over the.
That's a problem then. Y'all may as well go find
What's
another
going on
job
in North
somewhere while
Carolina?
you can still get one.
Of course, we know the clerk of court in Pender is safe,
Oh,
except she did get voted out, so she's there until December. So
mhm.
wow,
We talked about it earlier this week, but if you felt bad for the Iranian leaders, thought they were just defending their territory, hopefully you'll pay attention to what's going on. Iran has teamed up with terrorist thugs, Hezbollah, to be specific, Hezbollah. And together, the Iranian government and the terrorists have been launching missiles into Israel. They've also attacked a cargo ship in the Strait of Hormuz. Uh-oh. That act alone could see a multinational front to take Iran down. Attacking merchant ships is close to declaring a full-scale war. One of many things I don't get, Iran still firing missiles into Qatar, Saudi Arabia, and a lot of other European nations. Why? Why? That certainly would have been cause to put an end to the naughty behavior just a few years ago. The U.S. mainland is far from being safe. We're getting word about that, especially on the West Coast. Known sleeper cells are under intense surveillance now. Some of those plants living inside this country, perhaps for years and years and years, have been waiting for the right time to attack Americans. California has already been warned that it could be the site of a revenge plot by Iran. That claim has not been verified, but the U.S. intelligence sources are, no doubt, keeping Trump updated. Sleeper cells, we've heard about them. We've heard about them for years. You read books about them, novels, fictional tales, and everything else. Seen movies. And we've actually seen them unveil with the members being arrested and usually deported before they could do anything. In past, law enforcement agencies were sometimes brought into the fold when federal agencies were looking closely at certain individuals who were seemingly assembling together. Birds of a feather flock together. You got to remember that. That makes feds uptight. How many such cells actually exist? I don't know. I don't know for a fact that we have the enemy living in our communities just waiting to pounce. During World War II, similar fears of Germans who spoke perfect English were residing and working in the United States. We know that. That was a fact. They were normal appearing U.S. citizens by day and gathering at night to sabotage factories and plants, even power grids.
wow.
Many of the fears never came to light. However, on occasion, the FBI and others uncovered plots by Germans or German sympathizers to breathe life into the sleeper cell concept. That's one of the things that we've got today. They're not just necessarily Iranians or any other Islamic nationals. They could be Americans, but they're gathering together and they're plotting and they're what they call sympathizers with the other causes, right? During the Cold War era, with the spread of communism, it was likely more realistic that Soviet agents were engaged in organized efforts to indoctrinate Americans, and many bought into the whole act. The anti-communist movement and investigations, remember the big old House on Un-American Activities group that they had going on, uncovered a number of organizations. Many Americans bought into the whole scam. Many Americans, once they were identified, lost their jobs and their positions in the communities. There were a lot of actors and actresses. They got caught being members of the Communist Party. They thought it was kind of cool at the time. They were the smokers and the jokers at the time. And they thought it was cool to be a commie. The concern today is that radicals are making up those sleeper cells, and there are fears that they are well armed, not just with language, and well armed with guns. And the scary part is that they will gladly die if they can put enough fear into Americans. Imagine if there were such sleeper cells in California. Once they began doing what terrorists do best, what would Californians do? Where could they run and hide? They're neither equipped physically nor mentally to handle that kind of scenario. Or from the left coast? No, they're not. What would they do? They'd be scared to death. How would you act if suddenly groups of our enemies start popping up in Jacksonville, Moorhead, Burgaw? Easy pickings,
I can learn.
you think? I'm sure that's what they would think.
Mm-hmm.
Could you depend on your neighbors?
I could. My neighbors are good.
It's just some food for
They're
thought.
like the posse.
I think that's what we've got locally that we could be thankful for.
And then I have a lot of law enforcement live right around
Doesn't
there.
mean that these cells, these groups of individuals, like-minded conspirators, are not living here or doing whatever. I don't think that they would be stupid enough, suicidal enough to jump up and
Right.
and say, "Guess who I am," or make their appearances known. However, they could be living here and traveling to other locations to do bad things.
Well, I told you when they were opening up all these corner stores
Uh-huh.
that I thought that was them coming in and getting ready.
No, that was the advanced team.
Chris Miller sent me a message, and
What did I do?
he forgot to mention this. He said, but going back 6 years ago in history, what was this day known for?
Oh, what year is this?
6 days. This is 2026. So 6 years ago, COVID, correct, which affected the sports world,
Yes, it
is
did.
shut down all sports
Yes.
because of COVID. So,
There was a lot of things that got shut down. A lot of businesses got shut down. A lot of businesses never recovered.
right.
That's what we tend to forget as well. That's recent history.
It changed a lot of
It
things.
certainly did.
You
Changed
don't
our
have
lives.
stores that are open like 24/7 like they used to
Well,
be.
we also lost a lot of brick and
small
mortar
business,
stores.
yes.
They
We
died
did.
on the vine. We lost them here in Jacksonville. We lost some.
Right.
We lost some iconic businesses due to that. They were never able to recover from the losses that they experienced. They suffered.
Right.
Industries were shut down.
Yes.
You know,
Look at all the furniture
yeah.
industries
yeah.
here in North Carolina that have closed.
Look, what do you think? Why do you think so much of our imports increased during that time? Because we shut down.
That's right, we
had
did.
a lot of local business. We had a lot of industry shut down and never came back.
Right.
And now we are dependent on a nation where that same disease virus originated.
Exactly
Give
right.
that some thought.
Everything you buy nowadays in the store, if you flip it over and look at the tag.
And that's where it
China.
came from. And the businesses here that used to make it are not in business anymore. Tomorrow we've got Dr. Murphy.
Yes, Congressman
The
Murphy.
doctor will be in the house
Right.
tomorrow, so we'll be asking him a few questions about things
Right.
that are important that are going on. We also have, I guess, Bill Lanier is going to either drop by or call in
Yeah,
tomorrow.
I'm going to talk to him later. And then we have Victoria Morales from the Onza Memorial that's going to be calling in at 8:00
Mhm.
and telling us about their Hop into Health program that they have going
Sounds
on
cool.
for this month. So
Yeah.
busy
Okay.
day tomorrow.
It's going to be a busy day tomorrow for a
Yes.
Friday. So, you guys, and the weather's going to be an issue.
Crazy.
We got some changes in store. You're going to think it's wintertime has come back. It's not.
Mhm.
As the system is coming through what they call a little cold
front.
spell.
Yes.
And for you boaters, that's important because this just change in weathers, anytime it happens,
Mhm.
can be a serious change on the ocean.
Right.
So you may go out there right now, look out there and say, "Why you said it was going to be rough?" And it does look rough to me. I can go out there, and then about 30
It's
minutes
gonna get
later,
very windy.
you feel the wind coming up and
Right.
the rain coming up. Oh, not the rain, but you feel the wind kicking in here, and you feel the temperature dropping.
I'm
Say it's a
getting
little bit
cold
colder
just
now.
thinking about it.
You should be on shore, not in the ocean.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So just be prepared. It's going to drop really quick. this
Prepare
afternoon,
thyselves.
so yeah.
And we will see you tomorrow morning.
We certainly will.
Thank you. Have a great rest of your day. You're live and local Real Talk, where I was going to say always awake. Let's put it, I am finally awake today. I was
Finally,
a
yes.
bit late this morning.
You had everybody stressed this morning.
Yeah, my phone wasn't working.
What's
nothing
wrong with
was working.
Rayford?
Yeah, what's going on?
Mhm.
And who was it? One of the guys said I was trying to call law enforcement to see if they had any situation, any
Yeah.
knowledge of you. Anyway, we'll be back tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day. See you. Bye.